As you move forward into the future, what are the biggest risks that you see that you're trying to mitigate at this point as you continue to grow? And granted, you've got a very large business that you're looking to take to a whole nother level. So what you see as a potential risk to your business may be different than the guy that's taking down his third or fourth or fifth deal. But from your perspective, where you're at today, what are the biggest risks you see for your business that you're trying to mitigate?
Well, it's for us in the very beginning, we were always trying to plan for some form of economic recession, right? And so, if there is some form of economic recession, are each one of our assets that we're in poised to withstand one of those economic recessions? Because if you look past the last 100 years, most economic recessions have not lasted more than about 15 to 18 months. So as long as you can set your asset up for success to be able to withstand something for 15 to 18 months, you should do perfectly fine on the other end of the recession, right? And so one of the things that we do is we I guess, technically over raise money on our deals to make sure we have plenty in operating reserves and capital reserves so that we don't ever have to worry about a capital call for our investors to keep a deal going. Right. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yes, it does reduce returns for investors when you bring on more investors to raise more money for a deal. And yes, it causes us to have to raise more money for a deal. So it makes it more challenging for us. But at the end of the day, when we did an analysis on it, it only reduces the return for investors by about 1 percentage point. So for most of our investors, they're perfectly happy to give up 1 percentage point to not have to worry about future capital calls and be able to hold on to a property and create an even more recession resistant type of an asset that they're investing in by having a plenty of capital reserves. So that to me would be, I would say, is probably the biggest thing that we're always constantly preparing for, is not fearing the recession, but preparing for it. Like right now, if we had a recession, our assets would be perfectly fine. I'm not worried about any of our assets, right? I think we will withstand any type of economic pressures that come our way. Now, on the other end of it, it'll be even better because we'll be able to sell in an upswing of an economy, which will be great for us as well as our investors.